What's going on YouTube? This is Rob A again, and today we're going to be taking a look at LEGO Superheroes set number 76005, Spider-Man Daily Bugle Showdown. This set has 476 pieces and comes with 5 minifigs, including Spider-Man, Doctor Doom, J. Jonah Jameson, the Beetle, and Nova. And yeah, it looks pretty sweet. I've been waiting for them to do a proper Daily Bugle set ever since the original Spider-Man movie sets came out. And it looks like I have not been let down. It looks like it looks fairly simple. You know, maybe a little more for the younger crowd. So as you can see, there's a trap door. We've got Doctor Doom's cool little hover jet thingamajiggy. We have a looks like a catapulting dumpster here. Some blast out windows, a cool like pull out safe, falling signs, falling Spider-Mans. Just a lot of cool stuff going on all over the place, and I'm really excited to get it built. So without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and get that started, and we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, so here we have the Daily Bugle Showdown set, and as you can see, it's another one of those really tall LEGO sets. It's pretty hard to keep in the camera angle, or the camera view, but I'm going to do the best I can, and just bear with me. I think we'll be alright though. So for starters, let's check out the minifigs, and first up we have the usual suspect here, Spidey-Man. And he's the newer print, of course, and I talked about this in my Spider Cycle Chase review, so I'm not going to get into new versus old here, but I think the printing actually came out a little bit better on this one than it did on the other one. But either way, yeah, I think it's cool. I definitely like the design. I just do wish they'd chosen a better way of implementing it. But you do get Spider-Man. And you get his prerequisite spider string, his little web, so he can swing around and do whatever a spider can. So there's that guy. Next up, we have Mr. J. Jonah Jameson. And again, I don't really follow the Ultimate comic, and I don't watch the cartoon show, so I'm assuming that they changed it from a newspaper to like a website or a news channel, so I'm guessing that's what the deal is here. But he comes with a little camera. He's got his little blue suit on, little gray blue suit, some back printing there, and I do believe, yes, he does have a double-sided head print with a very angry face. He can rage about Spider-Man from the comfort of his chair. I hate Spider-Man. Meh. So that is J. Jonah Jameson. Next up, we have the Beetle. And to be quite honest with you, I don't really remember much about this guy. I remember he looked completely different in the comics that I had. But this is a very cool outfit for him. I do definitely like the design. It's very alien looking, very insect-like. He's got those cool wings that we saw in the Galaxy Squad sets. And he's got some nice back printing here. Nothing on the back of his head, but that's to be expected. He's got a mask on, so you're not really going to get too much back of the head stuff with that. But a cool note about this set, at least with mine, I actually did get a second set of Beetle wings. So I don't know if that was intentional, if that's a standard thing, or if they just accidentally popped an extra one in there. But I did get 2 of these, so that's really cool. And I will definitely be putting this to some kind of good use, maybe. All right. Next up, we have Nova. And I gotta say, I was never really a huge fan of Nova, so I don't know all that much about him, to be quite honest. But here he is in minifigure form, and we can just pop his helmet off. You can see he's got some white shades going on there, and you can see the back. He has an angry face as well as some back printing, and he comes with these little these little studs to represent energy coming out of his hands, and Iron Man does the same thing. And I gotta say, Lego, you know what? Now that you've kind of committed to the whole superhero thing, you should really get an energy ball that like clips onto the hand rather than this, because it's really difficult to do kind of a, you know, like a shooting sort of thing when you have to lift his hand all the way up, and it just looks like he's punching himself in the face with jelly beans or something. It's just not that effective. I really think you should design a new piece for that, especially, you know, with all the new Iron Man movie and all this other stuff coming out that I have no doubt you'll be doing sets for. So just a thought, Lego, because of course you're watching these reviews. But yeah. And last but certainly not least, in fact probably the most that I was waiting for with this set, is Doctor Doom. Now, we don't have a Fantastic Four as of yet for the Doctor here to fight, but there is a set listed as like Marvel 4 or something like that. And I'm really, really hoping against all hope that that is in fact a Fantastic Four set, because I think that would be awesome. So we do have Doctor Doom here. He does not have printing on the back of his head. I believe he has printing on the back of his torso, though. And you can see that here. Nothing super special, but very nice, very nice. And yeah, this is just a really awesome looking minifig. I really do like him. With his dark green hood and cloak. And his just super bad guyness. Very, very nice. I'm really enjoying this one. So there's Doctor Doom. On to the set. Okay, so for the first part of this set, you actually get this little recycling bin, which for some of you may look familiar, and it should, because here is the other recycling bin from the Fire Motorcycle set. And I think this is really great, simply because now you have two very similar little recycling bins that you can put around your Lego city, and they have different functions. But in case you don't want to use those functions, they do look similar enough that you can just have them hanging around. But this one is actually supposedly a catapult. And what you do to use the catapult is you just lift the lid here. You stick a random minifig, say, oh, I don't know, Spider-Man, onto the little catapult part, and then you just flick it. And there you go. It wasn't that exciting. I'm not entirely sure why Spider-Man would be jumping out of a dumpster, but, you know, it's there, and it functions fairly decently. And yeah, not much else to say about that. It also has little grips on the side, so he can lift it up and show you how strong he is. Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. And yeah, so there's that. Next up in our accessories, moving toward the main building itself, you get this pretty sweet little Doom ship, and I'm really digging on this. It's very swooshable. It's got posable lift-off thrusters, posable, thrusters, whatever. It's got flick-fire missiles on the side here that work just about as well as any flick-fire missile has ever worked. And it's also got emergency, Spidey can rip off the wings, or Nova can rip off the wings, or whoever can do whatever. And the back tail also comes off, so that's pretty cool. You've got a very, very destructible little ship here, without having to really cause any damage to your model. But you can also just lift up the cockpit, stick the good doctor inside, and then have him fly around the building, causing all kinds of mayhem. It does also come with this little grabby claw that you can use to steal stuff from the building, or rip the walls out, or the doors off, or the safe that's in there that you'll see in a few minutes. And that's pretty cool. I very much like it. It's got a lot of nice little playability, and yeah, it's easy to hold in your hand. It fits very nicely like that, and yeah, I really do like it. Just give you a quick overview of it here. From the side and from the bottom. Oops, and I'll drop it. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Alright, on to the building itself. We have the DBC, which I'm guessing is the Daily Bugle channel. And yeah, it's a pretty simple building. It's just one room, straight up and down, 3 floors. You've got little studs kind of all over it, so you can stick your darling Spider-Man on the sides if you want, or it's got little grips on the side, so you can kind of hold on to that. Yeah, not a whole heck of a lot going on here. It's got some pretty nice little double doors in the front, and as you can see on the side here, it's got a little web that you can kind of stick wherever you like. The instructions have you stick it in here, but I don't really understand totally what the deal is there. Maybe, I mean, you could kind of have Spidey kind of shoot it in there. This doesn't necessarily attach here, by the way. It can go anyplace. But you can have it kind of here so Spidey can use it to sort of bounce off of or whatever. But other than that, you get a cool web piece, and that's always nice. On this side, this is pretty cool. You actually do get 3 green doors with this set. You get a whole lot of doors, which is a very nice little added bonus. And it's got a fire escape, as you can see the ladders here, so you can run down the fire escape and do get away. The fire escape pieces are just plugged into the side here with the Technic connectors, so you can just pull those right off if you want a more flush looking building. But that's a pretty cool feature, and I'm glad they added that overall. Alright guys, so here we have the bottom and the middle, the center floor. The bottom really doesn't have anything going on. It's got the double doors, but that's really about it. It's got a little plant and a door that leads out the side, so I guess that's pretty neat. Honestly, like, I'm really glad it came with so many doors, but this one seems almost pointless because you do have a door right here and then another door right here. But whatever. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Then on this guy here, we do have another green door. Swiveling nice dark green seat, which is you don't often see the seats in this dark green color. You got some cool little images of Spidey, and who is Spider-Man? This cool little tile right here is a sticker, but true identity of Spider-Man. And then this newspaper as well, the Lego News, greatest Lego hero ever. And of course you have this little wall safe in the back here that you can stick your newspapers in, and they don't really quite fit, but you can kind of push them up and then get the door shut like that. And then what you can do is take this red lever right here and just give that a push, and the window goes flying out, so Dr. Doom can come up here behind and use his little grabby claw to just reach in and steal this safe. Dr. Doom can take the safe and fly off with it to try and find out Spider-Man's real identity for whatever reason. And yeah, so that's a pretty cool feature. And then JJ is up here. Oh, gotta get away! Run out the fire escape and I guess up so he can show you the next floor. So yeah, there's that. Alright, so the uppermost floor of the Daily Bugle building has another little green swivel chair, which is very cool. A little desk for JJ, I'm assuming. It's got a little keyboard and a computer up there, a little lamp on the desk. And there's not a whole heck of a lot going on up here. There is, however, this little feature. just on the top there is a trap door, so if you pull the red lever on the side here, if you can see my finger, you do get a trap door coming down, so that Spidey can just pop right in and do whatever he's gonna do. So there is that. Otherwise, there's not a whole heck of a lot. There's another fire escape going on here, and it's just looking. It looks pretty nice. It's a nice little added area. And then finally, and this is the fun part where I get to hold the camera. You do get the roof of the Daily Bugle building. And as you can see, there's quite a few of these red plungers. This one activates the trap door like I showed you before. This one serves to, what you do, or what you can do rather, is you take the Spider-Man webbing, just stick it up there, you come around here and you pop Spidey right up here, and then plug the other end onto his little hand, and then you just press the red plunger, and whoosh, he goes web swinging. Isn't that cute? Cute as anything. And this last red plunger, you just go ahead and press that, and it knocks the Daily Bugle sign off the front of the building. I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of that is, but you know, it's Doctor Doom is wreaking havoc, and Spidey has to web swing to catch the sign before it falls down and squishes somebody. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for all the functions. So overall, I do like the set. I think it's very nice. It's got a lot of play value going on, a lot of different features that you can do with it. I do wish it was a little bit bigger, or you know, bigger going back, or wider, a little more elaborate. For what it is, it's cute, and I do like it. I think younger kids will really enjoy it, all the play features. But for the older crowd, a little bit older like myself, or a lot older like myself, I would just like to see a little bit more. You know, I kind of wish that we had gotten maybe something along the lines of the Batman Arkham Asylum that just came out recently, that exclusive. I think that something closer to that with a higher piece count would have given this a little bit more to do to kind of look a little bit better. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I really am enjoying this set, and I do actually recommend it. It just would have been nicer if it were a little bit larger, or more intricate, a little bit more to it. But other than that, I do like the set, and I think especially, as I said, for the younger crowd, they'll really dig it. As for me, I like it too. But if you have to choose only one cool base between this and say the Turtle Sewer, definitely the Turtle Sewer, definitely a better set in my opinion, and I think even cheaper or about the same price. Either way. I think that's pretty much going to do it for this review. I've got a lot more stuff coming up, so hang in there, guys. Keep tuned in. Definitely comment. Let me know what you guys think about this set, or how I'm doing. And like this video if you found it helpful. And as always, please subscribe. I love having more subscribers, and it hopefully helps me a little bit in the end. And thank you guys as always for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.